So I was next you that I wanted to you be quiet real quick because I wanted to ask you some questions because I needed to get clarification while we was on. So first and foremost, what did that car I don't know why you just picked up the cars when you got in. What made you pick them up when you got them? So we went around with our tarot cards and just, having some fun with them, picking a card at least every day, at least one. But I wanted to come on here to stress the fact of the energy we've been getting from the cards lately, right? So you just stated that. Okay, so go on. What you were just saying.
About the extra credit and stuff.
Yeah, you can start off with that.
Okay, so basically, I told my teacher that I have a bearded dragon and I like reptiles. He asked me to bring Draco in for a demonstration tomorrow.
What class is this?
This is my science class. My very first reptile demonstration.
Wow, Jay.
So he asked me to bring him in for a demonstration because we're some people majors are biology and zoology, so he asked me to bring him in. But for extra credit too, I was like really excited because I was going to ask him this.
But he just came out and asked you?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So yeah, but we can get back to this now. Ace of Pentacles, money coming, divine wish being granted.
So that wasn't our first time pulling that card. Do you remember what day we pulled it? Was it yesterday or day before?
It was when we first got the deck.
Okay.
And I did that reading. That you did a video on.
Okay. So it is documented when you first pulled that card. That wasn't the card that you pulled this morning. Do you remember what the card you pulled this morning?
I think. I don't remember.
Okay, so if I say a check, does that ring a bell?
A check?
Was that yesterday morning or this morning when you pulled a card about something like expected or something?
Yes, that was yesterday morning when they said it was something like money coming to you or something like that. Money wishes being granted or something.
Yeah, true. That's all I was just trying to clarify because I mean I'm just feeling really good and I want you to be in a just a position of receiving and stuff. So how you been feeling? How do you feel when you receive cards like that? Do you feel like, and do you have hope?
I do have hope, yeah. Because I be thinking, when I think about it, it's like hold on, that just messed me up. It's like a raffle. It's like you get you hope that you win and stuff, but like when it's with the cards, like I just say, like I wish for money, give me a money sign or give me a sign, and it knows what you need or want.
You're asking for it feeds off your energy, so pretty much.
Yeah.
And when you ask things of the card, what's found to be true is just that when you ask, you receive.
Yeah.
When you ask answers of the cards, when you ask a particular question, and this has been since we've gotten even the other decks too.
Yeah, but the heaven and the goddess one. As soon as we got them, we got really really good cards, and it was like things that were happening during it, like it was things that was like in our situation now. They always make sense depending on what's happening. Like say if you got something,
it brings clarity to the situation.
Yeah. Like what's going to happen.
We're loving art, so that in and of itself is a great thing. We're evolving, we're growing, we're learning more, we're connecting with them, and also want. How was the money blessing experience for you? Like, I want you to say, like, from your perspective, how the money blessing experience was. Like, beginning. What did it look like for you? What did we do every day? How did it take place? Like
Every day we would write what we're grateful for and why we were grateful for it. At first, like, cause I'm not a big person, but at first it wasn't as good. It wasn't. It. I didn't like it, but as I went through it, I started to love it because it was actually working. Like, it was really working, and that's when I started to like realize that these card stuff, that this is just like fake. It really works. The money blessing. We were just really what we were doing was writing, and writing what we were grateful for every day, and
along what were we reading?
mantras.
Affirmation.
Oh, affirmations. So we read affirmations like how this is gonna happen and why this day is good, why we're so good and stuff like that. That's what we were reading. We were reading and writing every day. Our life is great and how it's going to get better.
Yes, that sums it up. Way to put it into words. So, when it comes to the money blessing, do you feel like once we've done with it, do you immediately or like right then and there?
No, I think I kind of knew it was going to take time. But it was like, because it was like, I think it wanted us to realize how good our life was already.
Right.
You know?
Even though it wasn't in the what we consider the best circumstances. What we're used to being the very best circumstances.
And when we did that much money, and I was okay when I with Raptor Pay, everything just came through. Everything just came
because we weren't stressing and we started to accept things differently.
Yeah.
We didn't let things that happen tear our world apart. I didn't get sick over things that was not working out in my favor. I didn't let things get me sick or get me worried or bother me. I kind of always had an assured feeling that everything's going to be okay, and it just simply came from my changing my thoughts, like my way of thinking and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But even along with changing your thought process and making necessary mental changes, that does strengthen you emotionally. So that's why you know well more than you had a breakdown, but the way you accepted it.
Yeah.
And I think you humbled yourself, kind of like repaired that damage, that hurt, so to speak. When you acknowledge the fact that Slinky and how Slinky may need a new home and all of that, like you just humbled yourself and put things aside that really didn't matter and focused on things that really did matter. So I'm glad that you acknowledge, even though you didn't like writing at first in the beginning, it's gotten you to a place. How do you feel about it now that you've done that? Because you still do struggle with writing, like because we doing the money blessing.
Yes, we did.
I said we was gonna do it when the season break. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it when fall come in. When summer ends, we're gonna do it when fall comes in. But I definitely want you to have your, as far as being grateful, right? Things you're grateful for, having that start to be your own daily.
Yeah.
Because you gonna know how powerful it is.
Like, I had so today in school was a Woman Crush Wednesday.
Oh, really?
And we had to write a woman crush, and we can write about anyone, like any woman we're grateful for and stuff, and we could write it in any way, like just reflect off of it. So I wrote a paragraph / list. So a list of what I was all those words and put them into a paragraph, and I only had to do one thing. It kind of looks and feels good on paper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. That was classwork? You finished?
Yep.
So did everybody who did who chose the girlfriend for WCW?
A lot of people pick their grandmothers, their aunts, and their mom. I was surprised because it was only me and somebody else that picked them all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So only 2 people picked them all.
Mhm.
Cool. Cool. Well, you have to know that there's something like magnificent that's coming your way, right?
Yeah.
You've been such a supportive son. You've been my little spirit guide in the flesh, keeping me on track and making sure that I don't get too overwhelmed, making sure that I keep things into perspective. You know, like if I'm not irritated or annoyed about something, or even if I am, you have a soft, subtle way. I'm glad that we have a communication that we have, because you have a soft, subtle way of reminding me of how to get back on. So I want to let you know how much I appreciate that, how much it's needed to continue to make me a better person. I keep telling you how I'm changing myself so that I can attract a great person to be in our lives, you know, so that they won't really necessarily be a reflection of me or a reflection of us. If we come with so much annoyance or irritation that we get annoyed, knocked off our caliber at the drop of a dime at any little thing, we're going to attract somebody like that too. So we don't want that. We want to be able to rise above gracefully any circumstance, graciously, you know.
Yeah.
And I think I'm proud of myself for how far I've got.
Yeah, she's social media. What's it called? Detox, yeah.
This week, well, it's a negativity detox. And this week is, you've been doing, well, you know, right now, what was the first week?
The first week was your sugar.
What
was the first week?
Thoughts.
Thoughts?
Negative thoughts.
Okay, negative thought.
That wasn't as visible. I was working hard on my negative thoughts. And then second week was body. Was fasting. That was last week. And then this week is social media. And next week is,
you
know,
people, negative people.
Well, just detaching myself from all people so that way I'll know whose energy is negative, that's like holding me back, keeping me down, keeping my vibrations low. It's a good way to find out who those negative, toxic people are in your life by cutting yourself off from people.
Yeah.
And then allowing them to communicate with you again, and it'll just hit you like, oh my God, what is all that toxic energy you bring away? You know, and a lot of times, and I wanted to touch on this because you, just like you asked me last week, was me and my best friend still friends? Like, and this is somebody who I've been best friends with as long as you've been born. So that's all you know is my best friend, right? But even still, what about my other best friend? Remember? Like, where's he? Marcus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. So like, it's like people just disappear. That's supposed to be so-called favorites or forever type people, and I've really been in prayer to have God remove people from my life that are not helping me elevate and grow. Not that anything's wrong with those people, but they just weren't helping me grow. You know, not that they weren't growing on their own or whatever the case may be, but they just weren't helping me grow in the areas that I needed to be growing in. So that was my prayer on the regular, that God remove people from my life that had me in a low, stagnant place, that bring that energy and vibes to my life. And I asked him to replace them with people that are genuine, that really are going to help me grow and elevate spiritually. And that's when I found my goddess group. Like, and it's you wouldn't think that me and Ronnie ain't known each other before this year, right?
Mm-mm.
Or me and Misha, or you would have never thought that I just met these women. But it's crazy. But I just met them like this lifetime. We've been sisters. We like life force. That's what they said in that group message this morning. But we're like life sisters. And me, God is Misha, God is Sam, and God is Ronnie are about to change up some things.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not gonna speak on it, but of course you'll know off camera.
Mm-hmm.
We're headed somewhere, just FYI. But I would just let you know that your mother is about to shake up this universe. I really am about to shake it up and heal the wounds of the women in this nation. Stepping into my divinity and into my purpose and into my calling. And those that I've known all my life, such as family and friends, familiar and long people with longevity with you, those are going to be the ones that don't get it. And that's okay, because that's what I'm getting right now. Like, that's why I had to disconnect myself from social media. That's why I feel so good to disconnect yourself from social media, because you also get people that call you and inform you about what's going on social media, and that's how you know that that's where their lives are, like, they're consumed with it. You have to call and tell people what's going on social media. I'm on a detox. I don't care about what's going on social media, so when people call me about it, like, it's just like, I'm not missing anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with your phone breaking, like, kind of by force, it kind of took your focus off of technology and videos and games and all that for a minute, for you to just, like I told you, you got to start being more mindful. You got to start connecting with your thoughts. Stop letting the game take over your thoughts, and you start taking over your thoughts. Have control over your thoughts. Okay.
Okay.
Anything else you want to talk about before we get to our destination?
Mm-mm.
Well, I want you to talk about something before so we won't have to cut it off.
Well,
What you gonna talk about with Draco tomorrow? What's gonna be some of your points?
So I am going to give a demonstration on how he eats, his anatomy, why he's cold-blooded. I'm basically going to give a demonstration on reptiles, but specific reptile, bearded dragon.
Reptile overall.
Yes. And how he's different than most, understand them a little bit better.
Gotcha.
You want to talk about anything?
So what's your is your teacher interested in bearded dragons?
He likes reptiles. It's like he never owned one, but he finds them interesting. They're like his second favorite category of animals.
How do you like him? You still like your argumentative writing teacher better?
I think they're pretty much neck to neck. It's like the reason I like him because he's science. Like he's a science teacher.
You have any homework?
No homework today.
You haven't had homework.
I know. No one's had homework in that school. The 11th graders that have homework. They had a 5-page essay about last year.
See, look at that, a 5-page essay. Now you see why I'm trying to get you to brush up on your writing skills? Yeah, it's not going to end. You're going to have to write, buddy. But let's talk about you. So how do you feel about the fact that you're in this school and they haven't given you any homework, and you're already going into the school, not really behind, but you know, not all the way on the level in which you should be?
Well, me personally, homework can be, like when you get out, it's like when you get out of school, you really do want to do is really relax, but it's I guess it's not so bad to learn a little bit more and keep yourself still in school. It's not that bad. Like can't get it out.
Take your time. How do you feel that school has not given you one bit of homework? And this is the what, third week?
Mm-hmm.
This is the third week of school, and you haven't received any homework at all. I mean, I want you to tell me your honest feeling too, and I'm going to tell you what I feel about it. But I just want you to tell me how you feel about them not giving you any homework.
I do get to relax at home. The better part is I really don't have anything to do at home. Like, I kind of like look forward to going to school in the morning. So like, that's kind of the bittersweet part.
Okay. And I just